Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and you guys remember Hartley Sawyer. He played the elongated man on Flash, one of my favorite characters on the later seasons of The Flash. I actually have given up on The Flash, and now after today's report about how they're going to be bringing back the elongated man, I'm done. I'm done with the show. I'm frustrated with the show. Let's break all this down. So to recap, for those of you that don't remember, Hartley Sawyer was fired after racist, misogynist tweets surfaced online. Look, these were stupid tweets. These were bad tweets, but they were clearly jokes. Clearly bad jokes that he apologized and felt stupid for, that he did back in 2014. Not that long ago, but still several years ago, before he was on The Flash. And obviously now being on The Flash changed. And this idea of whether it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, this idea that we can't change as individuals and that we must destroy people's livelihood because of bad things they've said, rather than educate them and help them learn or give them time off or figure out ways to do it, properly to allow, actual change and education and growth. No, let's just throw him out to the wolves and move on. Well, look, he got fired for this show, and the reason he really got fired from the show was the timing of it all. I mean, this was right at the height of Black Lives Matter. If you don't believe me, let's read the statement. This was from showrunner Eric Wallace, who tweeted, concerning his social media tweets, they broke my heart and made me mad as hell, and they're indicative of the larger problem in our country. Let's look at the real tweet, the full conversation here, because this was, announcing that Hartley Sawyer was fired. They broke my heart and made me mad as hell, and they're indicative of the larger problem in our society because at present, our country still accepts and protects the continual harassment, unconscious or otherwise, terrorizing and brutalizing of black and brown people, which is far too often fatal. That's why our country is standing up once again, shouting, enough, take to the streets. I'm committed to make a permanent change. He goes on to make this all about a Black Lives Matter post. And in the beginning, really just use Hartley Sawyer as sort of the way to get there. They sort of saw this opportunity to be like, we are better, because I'm sure Eric is admitting they could have hired more, people of color on the show, probably, right? And so he's got to use this sort of growth, his own growth, to throw Hartley Sawyer under the bus to then make it about Black Lives Matter. Look, in looking back on this, it's pretty sad to me, because did Hartley Sawyer mess up? Yeah, absolutely. Did he apologize, though? Yes. Very quickly, my words, irrelevant of being meant with intent of humor. He's trying to say, look, these were jokes. They were hurtful and unacceptable, and I'm ashamed. I was capable of these really horrible attempts to get attention at that time. I regret them deeply. That was not acceptable behavior. He doubles down and then really gets into how sorry he was, and that's not how they define him. He wants to take responsibility. And I think this was a genuine and good apology. He's trying not to take, excuses, but he's admitting, look, these were jokes. I was trying to get attention, and I regret this. I shouldn't have done it. And we have to learn from this, right? We have to learn from this. He was a great character in that show. Fantastic character of the show. If you want to fire him, then remove the character. That's how I see this. This is a line here, because you can't make this about Black Lives Matter, in my opinion, which is what Eric Wallace here did. You can't make this about Black Lives Matter and then just make it seem like Hartley Sawyer is the terrorizing, brutalizing force to black and brown people. That's what you're doing. Whether he meant to, unconscious or not, Eric, you really chucked him under the bus hard. And it's sad. It's sad because if he was a terrible person, why did you hire him, right? Oh, you didn't know. Okay, well, maybe he made mistakes. No, have you never made a mistake? It looks like you made several mistakes here, right? You're committed to being a permanent change. You're going to get the chance to change, but he can't. You guys see the hypocrisy in this, or am I being crazy? Look, this is frustrating to me. So when all this happened, I was annoyed, but now it's like with time, I'm more annoyed. And now to see this story come out, Flash Boss reveals how Season 7 will handle Elongated Man and Sue Dearborn. Now, look, I'll be honest. I didn't watch last season. I've phased out because The Flash has just become a meandering mess of, oh, you're a speedster. Wait, we're in this world. And wait, what's going on? Oh, the Flash is going to lose his powers. Oh, wait, the Flash is going to get his powers. Oh, the Speed Force is punishing him. Oh, it's just so repetitive. And to be honest, I loved the first several seasons. Elongated Man was a breath of fresh air on that show. I love Ralph's character. I loved Hartley Sawyer's portrayal of him. I remember seeing him on the show and I go, who is this? This guy is great. And they kept him on. I was grateful. And he added a much needed bit of energy to the show. And so they brought in her. This is Richard Richard Dreyfuss's niece, I think, or daughter, someone related to Richard Dreyfuss. And she's now the love interest of the Flash, playing Sue Dearborn, who is the love interest in the comics as well. They clearly brought them in together to give him a love interest. But let's get to how they're going to do this, okay? Beauty of comic book stories, superhero stories, are the conventions that heroes come to and go, but never fade away and they never disappear entirely. So we're going to treat it like we would if we were writing a comic book graphic novel. We're giving the Elongated Man a bit of a rest for a while. But we will leave the door open, said Wallace. Who knows what the future could bring? It's unknown, but I'm not saying by any means that it's the end of the character. In fact, quite the opposite. We just don't know when he'll return or in what form he will return. And that's the beauty of comic book stories. It keeps it fresh. So look, right there, cool. All right, they're just going to give him a pause. That seems respectful. Let's see what happens. Maybe Hartley Sawyer can redeem himself and they can bring an opportunity to bring him back. Great. But then they continued. Before sending Elongated off, though, Wallace and the writers felt it was important to honor the character. To that end, Ralph will play an important role in tying up some loose ends from Season 6, which were shortened because of the pandemic. In Season 6 finale, Eva Moloch, the Mirror Mistress, framed Sue Dearborn, who eventually marries Ralph in the comics, for murdering Joseph Carver. In order to wrap that up, which we are going to do at the top of Season 7, Ralph has to be part of that. Now, thank goodness, Ralph is a guy who can change faces. Oh, thank goodness. And his appearance in many ways. Without giving any spoilers away, there are a couple of ways we can have Elongated Man still appear in at least one episode this season to wrap that storyline up that gets us what we need and still allows fans to say goodbye to that character, at least for the indefinite future. Okay, got me a little worried. How? So the question then becomes, so the show is recasting the role for Season 7. And then Eric goes, it's funny. I guess technically it would be a recasting. But that character won't be a big part of Season 7. He'll only just be wrapping up the Sue storyline. First of all, what's funny about it? My clown to you, Eric? What's funny about destroying Hartley Sawyer's career and then, just recasting him? But we're not going to call it a recasting. Technically, I guess technically it'll be a recasting. No, dude, that's what it is. Let's not tiptoe around this like, well, we're not recasting him. We're just going to, he's a character that can change faces. So we were always going to do that. Pfft, give me a break. Stupid. What is this nonsense? It's not funny. And you're absolutely recasting him. And it's going to be part of the Sue storyline. So this character we just met, of course, we got to give her the big swan song. But Elongated Man, who we've known and come to love and miss dearly and feel terrible that we lost him for so many seasons. Oh, yeah, we'll give him a quick episode to round it out so we can focus on Sue. Pfft, I'm done. This is ridiculous. Yes, one could say it's a recasting. What else are you going to call it? One could say it's a recasting. It's only what it is. But we're going to do it in a way that I think honors the spirit of the character and provides not only a satisfying conclusion to Sue's murder mystery, but also it's done with some humor. So are you saying goodbye to the character or not? Make up your mind. Are you respecting the character, which you said? Give the fans an opportunity to say goodbye to this poor guy who's never going to be able to work again because you're just going to just write him out and then change his face like it never even happened? This guy's going to always be in your reruns. This guy's part of the Flash family, whether you want to accept it or not. And the Flash family usually stands by when their heroes turn bad. Where is that in real life, Eric Wallace? Oh, no, we got to focus on the black and brown people and the color. We're going to do so much for all, to quote him. Come on, man. We can do this. Obviously, that's important, but give this guy some respect, the character and everything he did for you. Show some respect to the character he created. Just throw another face on him. What is this, Face Off? Pfft, all because of this? Losing Elongated Man did create a problem for one of Season 7's planned storylines. Wallace turned into borrowed a term from the legends of a problutunity, meaning an opportunity to make that arc even better. There was a whole storyline that involved Ralph with another character in particular going off on a two-hander journey, a season-long arc that would have involved a bunch of twists and turns that would have played out into the season's big bad, which I don't want to spoil. And yeah, we can't do that anymore. However, as always the case, and this is why I like the planning ahead, it turns out to be a situation of some lemons, and we made lemonade out of it. We pulled the Elongated Man out of this particular storyline, And the storyline became so much stronger because now it's focused on the other character who I don't want to reveal because it's a surprise. So thanks, Hartley. Your character would have totally made that plot line terrible. So glad we had the opportunity to cancel you and rewrite it and make it even better for the fans who won't get to see you do this adventurous, fun, twist and turn storyline. Yeah, I'm so excited, Eric. Woohoo! I'm sure making lemonade for that other character became a much more of an emotional journey. And this other character I'm referring to is one of our series regulars. So it's going to be very exciting. That particular character now gets to go somewhere that we never imagined that they would until many seasons down the line. But we just pulled that up. So I think it's going to be really fun, and it was a good way to, like I said, make an awkward situation into a great opportunity that ends up with Team Flash as a whole stronger. Yeah, Team Flash. Not standing there by, for its own and helping educate and give him an opportunity to learn and be a better person. No, let's just give it to the next person. Yeah, go Team Flash. Elongated Man's temporary sunsetting also raises questions about Dreyfus because season 6 started to lay the groundwork for Ralph and Sue's comic book mandated relationship. Thankfully, Sue's not going anywhere, guys. Woohoo! This character, I don't know who it is. She's not going anywhere. Thank God. I'm so glad that Richard Dreyfuss's niece or daughter, whoever it is not going anywhere because I would have been real sad. You're going to see Sue more than once this year, even without the Elongated Man, on her own, making appearances and helping Team Flash in an unexpected way. And it's going to be hilarious because she was so much fun. Keeping Sue in the mix was one of the easiest decisions I've ever had to make as a showrunner. I called up Natalie and said, don't worry, you're still going to be part of this season. We'll find a way. Now, when I told her that, to be honest, I wasn't quite sure how, but I'm happy to report we found a way. In fact, this year's yet another opportunity for the show because losing Ralph has given the writers even more freedom to put their own spin on the character. Now we can expand her character and give her more backstory to not just be Ralph's love interest from the comics. Now she gets to grow in more ways that we initially hadn't planned. It's really exciting to see how she's going to interact more with Team Flash once her name has been cleared, because we're going to clear her name, obviously. Why would they want to clear Elongated Man Hartley Sawyer's name? No. Screw him. He's not part of Team Flash anymore. But then what's the reason for her comeback to Central City? Well, that's going to be a bit of her story this season, said Wallace. You try to make lemons and make lemonade, and suddenly now Sue's possibilities are wide open. And we have a particular storyline that she's going to help us out with, specifically with one of our villains this season that we wouldn't have never gotten to had not the circumstances changed. Look how they're phrasing this. Had not we fired Sawyer Hartley for those racist tweets that how dare he not support Black Lives Matter. Now we get to give Sue such an awesome new opportunity. Lemonade. So it's going to be, I think, fun and unexpected for the audiences as much as it was for us to write. Oh, way to go, Eric. You just made me want to tune into The Flash more than ever. Because apparently everything you'd been writing was garbage. And now, because we canceled the man, it's going to be way better. Woohoo! Way to make lemonade out of lemons. And man, way to get rid of that awful, awful lemon. What a lemon! Boo! Screw you, Hartley Sawyer. I hope you never work again. I'm Eric Wallace, Team Flash. Look, man, I'm sorry, Hartley Sawyer. You clearly made some mistakes. I feel terrible. I hope you're doing okay. I hope your family's doing okay. Hope you're making ends meet and you're staying positive through all this. This can't be fun to read. I've been there, man. We all screw up. We all say stupid things. You said some stupid things, but I'm grateful that you took accountability. You said you're sorry. Man, I hope fans wise up and turn around and give you some support, because this isn't Team Flash. That's not what Team Flash does to their own. Everybody makes mistakes, including our celebrities, people. Everybody does. And you should have the same opportunity to grow and get redemption that the characters they write get. So, look, I don't like this at all. Boo, Eric Wallace. Not a fan of how they're handling this. I can only imagine what they're going to do to justify this with their weird justification of, oh, you're not, what happened to your face? Who knows, but stay tuned if you are a fan. I'm not watching. I'm done. I'm signed off of Team Flash, and it wasn't just because of this. The show's just gotten, it needed to end. It needs to end. They give the CW shows way too many hours to fill. It's a problem. How do you make this interesting and relevant when you have to fill up like 24 hours a season? It's silly. Too much. 10 episodes a season. You would have made a fantastic show. If they could have really squeezed all the best parts of Flash into little 10-episode seasons like they do on Netflix. Otherwise, that would be a fantastic show. But no, they just make them villains of the week. It becomes just monotonous and silly and stupid. And Elongated Man, you are missed. I'm sorry. You did mess up, but I see you taking the accountability, so bravo. You have support here on Popcorn Planet. I hope you get the redemption you need eventually. You will if you keep staying positive and staying on track. I got your back, man. Welcome to talk anytime. Reach out, Hartley Sawyer. Let's show him some love, man. Let's try to give him some energy and love, positive energy to help him get better, right? To help him learn that he said was stupid and just not great, and also hopefully to get him some vibes to get him some work again, because I can't imagine it's very nice for him right now. So that's what I got. That's my take on this. Not a fan of Team Flash anymore. Boo, boo, boo. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Hit me up on social media. Please subscribe. You can do it by hitting it right here, and share this video out with Flash fans. Get it out in the world. Let's get some this news spread. Let's show Hartley Sawyer some attention, because he only got negative attention, and that's hard to get month after month after month. That's what we got here on Popcorn Planet. Thanks for watching. Be back with more content soon.